Super. Okay, so my name is Brian Monroe, and I'm actually the product and business development manager for AllTouch TE here at Zebra. And as Ken has suggested, I'm going to be doing a quick presentation on AllTouch TE and being able to launch other applications from a TelNet session. So before I do that, I'm just going to do a quick product recap. Ken's done a pretty good job. I'm just going to bang through a few bullets here. So the AllTouch TE client is, as Kenneth mentioned, it is an Ivanti product that is referred to as Velocity outside of the Zebra world. It is designed to support not just a standard TelNet environment and also browser environments, but also gives you some very powerful tools in order to be able to convert your standard green screen applications into more Android style or GUI type interfaces. So customers that want to continue to use green screen, they're happy, they can happily do that. For customers that want to take their applications and make them a little more robust, streamline some of the functionality, maybe deal with some of the issues within their green screen applications, it's a very powerful tool set to allow you to do that. And by doing that, you improve the overall user experience. The user that's working with that device is going to be able to see more clearly with more GUI type interfaces than with a black-green and green screen. It really improves the overall productivity and efficiency of the device. Like I said, with a more archived environment like that, you know, they're more difficult to see, but having menu-driven applications, more push button and scan and go type applications are clearly going to be better. You have the ability to add voice to these environments with the addition of a product that Ivanti has that's called Speakeasy, that turns a TelNet-based or browser-based environment into a full voice picking solution. As Ken has mentioned, it's pre-licensed on several models of devices, and he'll go through that, but primarily supply chain devices in the Zebra product family. And it's available for other Android models as well. So that's just a quick recap of the product, really high level. So when we're talking about third-party applications to a TelNet profile, we started working on this originally at the end of last year, and the idea initially was to create the ability to access other applications within a TelNet session, and we decided that Workforce Connect products like Push to Talk Express, Push to Talk Pro were good candidates for this functionality, because they interoperate so well. A user working in the warehouse and requiring some assistance from someone and not having to walk back to speak to a supervisor or what have you, being able to jump to a push to talk session and be able to do it quickly within a warehouse environment. So and initially this was all being done through a very powerful scripting engine that's built into AllTouch Terminal Emulation Console. So it was also created to just show how powerful those scripting capabilities were within AllTouch Terminal Emulation. Now it's something that was supported. You could run basically any Android-based application that existed on your device. And one of the things about it is it required the icon to run that application to exist in the workspace of the application, right in the green screen. So as you're seeing in this modernized screen in the bottom right-hand corner, we've added the Push to Talk Express icon to the bottom right-hand corner of every screen. So it was in the presentation space. So after some deliberation, we talked about how we might make it better and how to make it that much easier to implement. And so instead of using scripting and associating it with screens or a session, what we did is we decided maybe it's better to build this right into the Velocity console or AllTouch TE console, which is where you set up your environment. So it's very simplified. So no longer do you require any kind of scripting in order to make this work. All you need to do is, as you can see on the bottom left-hand corner, there's a field within the Velocity console called Quick Launch Package. So what you do is you find the package ID of the application that you want to run, and you plug it into this field, and then you deploy it. And when you do, what you'll see, as you see in the right-hand application screen, that there is an icon. This is for Push to Talk Pro, but the icon is on the menu bar as opposed to being in the workspace, so it's not interfering with your application. And so, just to show you how easily it is to actually do this implementation, what I've done is I've created a quick video and show you how easy this is.
This is a quick video to demonstrate how easy it is to add a third-party application to your all-touch terminal emulation TelNet session powered by Velocity. So what you're going to need is your mobile device, and you're going to need an installed Velocity console on your desktop computer. So what I'm going to do is go into the Velocity console, and I'm going to create a new project, or I'm going to use an existing one. So if you have an existing project for connecting to your host, then just go into that existing project. So as you can see, I have all my credentials in order to connect to that host system. And the only thing I need to do is jump down to the navigation bar and then plug in the package ID of the application that I want to run. In this case, which is the quick launch package ID is com.symbol.ptt express, which is the push to talk express application by Zebra. So once you've done that, you just click save, and then you deploy it to your desktop computer and then save it. Once you've done that, you can either use a sync cable to connect it to your mobile device, copy it into the appropriate folder, or use EMM to deploy it to your many devices. And once you've done that, you start up the actual application, and then you're going to run your session. And then you can see in the bottom button bar or the taskbar, the push to talk express icon. And you can see that if I click on it, it can bring me to the push to talk express application, so I can change channels or navigate through the application. Then I can contact someone. I need someone in the receiving department.
Sure, I'll have someone there in 5 minutes.
Thank you. Once you're finished using Push to Talk Express, you just click on the left arrow, and it brings you back to your TelNet session. And that's how it's done.
And for the record, my wife works in the receiving department. And so if you have any questions, feel free to ask. Feel free to reach out to me after the fact if you would like. And beyond that, I'm just going to pass back to Ken.